All right, folks, welcome back to the 2023 Ultimate Long Drive World Championship Day 2. We are in West Columbia, South Carolina at Partee Golf Center. Tom Mason and the crew here at Partee have done a beautiful job getting this grid ready for this event. We want to thank the Experience Columbia, South Carolina folks for bringing us to this event. This event is presented by them. Thanks so much to Scott and all the people down there at Experience Columbia, South Carolina for that. We hope to make this an annual thing. Would also like to thank Yuengling for being part of our broadcast today. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, makers of the finest beer on the planet. Shark Attack Golf, makers of the finest long drive equipment on the planet. They got the shafts, the heads. They got everything that they can match up to your specific swing needs. Also, we have new technology for the 2023 World Championship. Tech is the new official rangefinder for Ultimate Long Drive, and these things are amazing. The graphics are, it's so clear. The image stabilization is amazing for old guys like Brian. True Pop.
Hey, I'm back. I can hear what you say.
True Pop, Dallas Popcorn, on board for the first time. Really glad to have True Pop in the family. We've got the Catalyst people here and set up as a vendor. Also at the vendor are Shark Attack Golf, Arrow Swing, Columbia Sports Council, and Sycamore Biopharma is
All
here.
right, gentlemen, it's time to get this thing rolling. First hitting group in the men's 40 and over. I need Derek Knuckles on box 2, Kevin Porter on box 3, James Anderson on box 4, Mark Lawrence and Robert Sauce on deck. In the hole, Ernie Geeman, Jorge Aguado, and Francis Michelle.
All right, you probably hear Brian in the background. Is he in the broadcast, Jay? Can you? Okay. Brian getting the grid call ready, bringing the hitters to the tee for the first round today. Yesterday we did the 70, 60, 65, 60, and 55 age divisions. Today we have 40, 45, and 50. And we're going to be going through all three divisions, 40, 45, 50. They'll all hit 3 seeding rounds. So you'll see them around 3 times, and then we'll narrow it down to the final hit-offs in each one of those. So that's what we're doing all day today. This is day 2. Tomorrow we'll do the 35 and open. Saturday we'll do the youth juniors adaptive 35 and open finals, and then Sunday we'll have Valor for first responders and military and adult ladies. So 5 full days of hitting here at the 2023 Ultimate Long Drive World Championship, Brian.
Absolutely, and it is full days. But today is going to be great. We're starting out here with the first group on the tee is the 40 and over. And how we're going to do the seeding rounds today, Jeff, kind of like we did yesterday. All 3 age divisions that are hitting are going to hit their seeding rounds at the same time. And then once we break down to the finals groups, we'll do them individually to the finish. So there's 5 guys in the 40, so the 2 longest guys out of that will go head-to-head.
Yep.
There are, we're going to cut the 45 down to 4.
And we're going amateurs first.
And the amateurs in the morning, the pros are after lunch in the afternoon. Yes, sir. So we're about to get going here. I believe we have everybody in place that we need. So I'm going to hop back over to the grid and make some announcements.
All right, go ahead.
All right, gentlemen. Welcome to day 2 here of the 2023 Ultimate Long Drive World Championships here at Partee Golf Center, Casey, South Carolina. Brought to you by Experience Columbia. It was a great day yesterday, boys. Don't disappoint us today.
Wow. They put pressure on KP right off the bat.
Right off the bat, KP. It was a great day yesterday. Don't screw things up today, buddy. All right, gentlemen. This is the first of 3 seeding rounds. In your group, we are taking the 2 longest to go head-to-head for the championship. 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. For the first time today, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
And we're off.
And we are off. And, of course, KP ripping right away, first thing.
He needs to rip it early because he won't last long.
Correct.
God,
I mean,
we got somebody to pick on up here.
if he,
I mean, he's been hitting it good, man.
yeah. Well, he hit like 7 warm-up balls. That's all he really
Well, he's
needs.
got it timed. You know,
Yeah.
that's part of the stuff that we teach in the ULD Academy is know your number.
Right.
Know where you need to be. Some guys will go out and pound balls for hours, and they're not really helping themselves. But
Yeah.
KP knows because he has analytics.
Well, he coaches.
Yeah,
So he knows.
where he needs
Right.
to be to hit his best. And that's what you should do.
Yep.
You should know how to peak.
So we have Derek Knuckles over in box 2 coming to us from our Texas League.
Yep.
We were talking yesterday, Jeff. Part of the families that we have here, his son Tegan will be hitting in the 11U on Saturday.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Green and I were talking. At some point, we probably should have a family division.
That would be fun. That would be fun. We should.
Yeah.
And speaking of family, James Anderson here on box 4, his little daughter's over here yelling "Go Daddy" at every swing. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but she's back there yelling "Go Daddy."
Hey, that's got to help.
Yep.
That's got to help. I love it. I love Derek Knuckles on the tee too, man.
Oh yeah,
he's so animated.
He's animated, right?
Yeah.
We got 2 of the more animated guys.
Yep.
Speaking of animated, KP.
Yep. KP
Looks like Derek's got 1 ball left. James and KP are done. So I'm going to jump back to the grid.
All right, buddy.
All right, all the balls are away. Make some noise for the guy starting us off today. Mark, go box 2, Sauce go box 3 while we're waiting on yardages.
No, he really shouldn't, Brian. A few folks starting to filter into the stands here. Early morning, 9 a.m. start. We started at 8 o'clock this morning. We had a little short LCQ. Got things going early. Took a break, got the grid workers out there, got everything ready to go. We got launch monitors on the tee today, full swing launch monitors to give each of the hitters some data feedback. Yardage is coming in to Brian now. We'll get those announced.
Yardage is from the first set. Derek Knuckles, 309.3. Kevin Porter, 319.6. James Anderson, 331.2.
Yeah, first round, James Anderson, 331.2 is the longest. KP at 319 is second. Derek third out of that first group. We got the sauce up in this one. 2 center boxes, Mark Lawrence, the OG champ, our original 2017 world champion.
Sauce is my little brother.
Is he your little brother?
Well, he's a certain kind of little brother.
You must have been the runt to the litter then.
All right, gentlemen, grid workers are in place. 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls. Give you a 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
Sauce got that signature tipped up bill on his hat. Jesper Parnevik style.
Yeah. So there's a little story on Sauce being my little brother that's not, probably not for the broadcast.
Okay.
So
I've heard some stories before, so I understand.
No.
I'll tell you this. KP and I went into a bar the other day, okay, a place we had never been before. And they said, "Oh, you know Sauce?"
yeah. So you can kind of understand this kind of story that would require.
It wasn't where he lives either.
No, yeah.
I mean, I have an idea that we could go anywhere up and down the interstate and stop, and they probably know Sauce.
They probably know Sauce. Yeah.
That's good.
So Jeff, Sauce is one of those guys real new.
Yep.
to the sport. Big, strong boy,
Yep.
like all the potential in the world.
He's
and
still
still
battling
learning.
the nerves watching.
And like we were talking about with Ulysses,
Yeah.
like when he squares it up,
Yeah.
it's out of here.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, so.
Having a little trouble getting the ball on.
Yeah,
the
a
tee
little
there.
nerves this morning. That happens, man.
It happens.
It's a world championship.
Yep. I love seeing that. You know, it's pretty cool. It just shows how much it means to him. You know, that's really good. I'm noticing on my end the stream is buffering just a little bit. I don't know if it is on your guys' end, but yeah. We switch between Starlink, Verizon, AT&T, and sometimes combine to try to get the best possibility going here to provide you a stream. You never know what's best. We're pretty close to the tower. It should be strong, and it tested strong, but I see it glitching a little bit. So we'll work on that and see if we can
All right, gentlemen.
hook up to something else.
These guys out there finishing up their first set of the day. While we're waiting on the yardages, on T-Box 1, Ernie Geeman. T-Box 2, Jorge Aguado. T-Box 3, Francis Michelle.
Luis Corona has stepped into the booth. How you doing, Luis? Good to see you, my friend. Good, yeah, man. Everything's good. It looks like it's a little smoother. Yep. For now, streaming a little bit better. We'll work on this throughout the day and see how it's going. We decided this year just to broadcast everything live instead of trying to put together a package like we did last year. And each day we'll take these streams and put them into the on-demand file, so if you missed it, you'll be able to see it. The stuff from yesterday is encoding now, and there are Long Drive TV on-demand on the Wingding channel. So if you're watching this and you want to tell your friends and family how to find us, we're streaming live to the ULD website, ultimatelongdrive.com. There's a TV page, TV tab there. You can see that. We're streaming, if you have Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, you just add the Wingding app there. You can, if you got an iOS or an Android phone, you want to watch it on that, just go to your appropriate store and download the Wingding app. It's free. And go to their Long Drive Live channel. You can find it there. Look around. It's all streaming there. We also send these to Facebook and to YouTube, so it's out there. You can see it. Doesn't always stream well to Facebook during the live stream. We play some music here. Sometimes they mute it. So, but it'll be back up in the on-demand file. They'll probably leave that alone. But on Facebook as well, and on the Wingding app. You can go to wingding.tv to the channel page.
Grid workers are in place, ready to go. You got 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, that grid is yours.
All right, we got Jorge Aguado on tee box number 4, world champion, ULD world champion. Ernie Geeman over on tee box number 1. A gentleman from Canada, Brian, I don't know his name, on tee box number 3.
On tee box number 3, that's Francis Michelle.
Francis Michelle from Canada.
And Big Ern over on number 1.
Yeah, Big Ern. Big Ern loves this stuff, man. He's been with us since our very first events, played with us every year. Hearing some emotion out there. Jorge's got that patented kick.
Remember the first time we saw that?
Yeah, I thought there ain't no way in hell that guy's ever going to hit the ball. My God.
Yeah, no kidding.
First time we saw it was in Mexico City, right?
No. Yeah, it was Mexico City, yeah.
I think it was. But he was he when he times it and syncs it up, he can send it. Won the world championship for Mexico in Chicago
2 years ago.
Yep.
He is the Mexican national champion
Yep.
in his division.
Really good dude, man.
Yes.
All these long drive people are amazing.
Make a little noise for these guys wrapping up their first seeding round. All right, next on the tee, I need in box 1, Kevin Heinrich. Box 2, Roy Studley. Box 3, Lee Hodges. Box 4, Jason Bullard. On deck, Michael Byerly, Ryan Grant, Kazunori Yudo, and Kevin Porter.
Jay, you got graphics today? Scoring graphics? Yeah, just every now and then show it to us.
Yes. The yardages from that set. Ernie Geeman, 315.9. Jorge Guado was out of bounds. And Francis Michelle, 322.7.
Good balls there. Francis Michelle, 322. Ernie, 319. 315 and 3.
Yeah, some good hitting there.
Yeah. Yep, good hitting. So, help me with these names again, Brian.
All right, so real quick, let me get them going, and then I'll remind you who's out there.
All right, cool.
All right, gentlemen, looks like the grid workers are in place and ready to go. 2 minutes hit your 6 balls. We'll give you a 1-minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
All right, Jeff, so box 1 is Kevin Heinrichs from Canada. Roy Studley on box 2. Lee Hodges on box 3. And Jason Bullard on box 4.
All right. Roy Studley won a belt last year, amateur belt. Lee Hodges may have played more long drive events than most people do in their lives in the last 2 years.
That's true. Although this year he didn't hit anywhere near as much.
Yeah.
But did come in and qualify and win the East Coast Classic.
Man, he hit good up there.
Hit really well there. So
Yeah,
if he can carry it on to
we don't have any
today.
roots or stumps in this grid, though, Brian.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. There are ant hill holes and things like that out there, but
Unfortunate if you hit an anthill.
there's also at 397 yards, there is just out of bounds, there is a golf hole from an event they had out here earlier. So if for some reason you hit it just OB at 397, you could get a hole in one.
Hey, there should be a prize for that. Look for that in future events. We have an amazing crew here. This Ultimate Long Drive crew is put together of tournament directors from around the country and from other countries.
All right, all the balls are away. Make a little bit of noise for these guys. In the men's 45 and over division. So while we're waiting on yardages, box 1, Michael Barley. Box 2, Ryan Grant. Box 3, Kazunori Yoda. Box 4, KP.
Got Sasquatch coming up on the tee this time. That's always interesting.
So we got KP here on box 4, and he walks up and he says, "You just wanted me close to you."
So we finished the first round of 3 for the 40s, and this is the beginning of the first round of 3 for the 45s, correct?
Incorrect. This would be the last group of the 45.
Oh, last group of the 40s. Okay. Excuse me for that.
First 2 groups that were up were the 40s because there's only 5 of them. And there's 11 45, so there's 3 groups of that.
Yardages from that set. Kevin Heinrichs, 315.3. Roy Studley, 341.6. Lee Hodges, 321. Jason Bullard, OB.
Roy Studley, 341, longest ball of that set. Yep, there we go. Let's take a look at those graphics.
Nice watch. Nice watch. All right, gentlemen. Grid workers are in place. 2 minutes hit your 6 balls. We'll give you a 1-minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
So Jeff, I'm sure you can hear over the broadcast me on the PA. So Squatch, right? Michael Barley, Sasquatch. I mean, look at him.
That dude, if you ever are in a crowd and Sasquatch is around, shake his hand. I didn't know God made hands that big. That dude's hand.
Your hand will disappear in his hand.
It will.
When you shake his hand.
That's a large individual right there.
He is a big boy.
Sun's coming up here over Partee Range. Beautiful day, another beautiful, beautiful day. Winds not really a factor right now, just slightly from the left across the tee to the right. We're supposed to have a wind change here in the next couple of days. There's a down-range wind in the forecast. Stay tuned for that. These guys will start using more of this 460-yard grid.
You gonna be good? KP's on the struggle bus right now. He's got a cute shirt on today, though.
He does have a cute shirt.
I mean, it's impressive. Well, I think Jen packed that for him. There's no way he can match that together himself.
No, they didn't. Jen did that, or it was just a total mistake.
All right, all the balls are away. Make some noise for these guys. Wrapping up the men's 45 division first round of seeding.
Folks, we mentioned in an earlier broadcast that Jim Kelly would be with us Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's not going to happen. Jim is out in the People's Republic of California and has
While we're waiting on numbers, let's bring up the men's 50 and over. First group, box 1, Ernie Geeman. Box 2, Mark Lawrence. Box 3, Serge Kaya.
Jim has COVID and will not be making the trip.
Yardages from that set, Michael Barley, 329.7. Ryan Grant, OB. Kazunori Ayodi, 310.9. And KP, 331.9. Champions, box 2. I just went to the empty one.
Jorge Aguado just wants to hit, man. So, Brian, keep us posted on division changes as they come up, because
This is the first of the men's 50.
first round of 3 for the men's 50.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen, 2 minutes, hit your 6 balls. Give me 1 minute warning and a 30-second one. As of now, that grid is yours.
Yeah, Jeff, this is the first of 3 groups hitting in the men's 50 and over.
And if you were paying attention yesterday when Serge Kaya was up here, what he does with his driver before he swings is really unique. A couple of spins in his wrist, and then just at address, check it out.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing.
He hits it long, though.
He does.
He's got a big, long swing. See there?
Yes.
And
Yes.
And the Canadians love it.
They do. They love it.
Ernie Geeman on box 1. Lawrence. Mark Lawrence, 2017 champ on box 2. We brought the belt out that Mark won in 2017 yesterday. Brian, it was, we did okay for back then.
We did all right. It's nowhere near our belts today, but we did all right.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder where we came from,
Yep.
like where we started.
You know what's really cool? He had everybody autograph the back of that belt, and he still has it. That's
Yep.
really cool.
Yeah, no, it's great.
We could move him over. Go tell him to move over. Go move him over.
I mean, I know he's trying to get a shot.
Well, he can do it from this side.
All right, while we're waiting on numbers there, give me Scott Kennedy, box 1. Michael O'Reilly, box 2. Glenn Spry, box 3. Kennedy's already here in box 4, ready to go.
Kenji Nishida there in box 4, responsible for he and Ken Takahashi for bringing the LDJ players here from Japan. 17 players here from Japan, I think was the number, something like that. And man, those guys, you can tell they put in the work. They very impressive athletes. So you had. Hey, Brian, you made the one guy move his bag off the tee. Tell O'Reilly.
Mr. O'Reilly, please remove your golf bag from the tee box. Thank you. Yardages from that set for Ernie, 318.9. For Mark, 327.5. And for Serge, 315.1.
Wind's still not a factor here today at all. Really light, left to right.
All right, gentlemen, looks like the grid workers are in place and ready to go. 2 minutes at your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
The stream's really smooth right now. It's been kind of coming in and out. It's been glitchy at times. We apologize for that when it happens, but we're at the mercy of the internet here. It's been pretty strong.
Yeah. Right now is a great time for these guys to be hitting, Jeff. The wind is about as calm as it's been.
It's probably about as calm as it's going to be.
Yeah, and as it's going to be, yeah, for sure.
On the tee, we have Canada, Japan, and O'Reilly from wherever he's from. What planet is that?
Parts unknown.
That's a different planet. I don't think you can narrow him down to a country or a state. He's different worldly.
Boss, we're multitasking at its finest right now. We had a little technical issue with the music while you were talking there. And speaking of O'Reilly, Mrs. O'Reilly brought the phone over that we're streaming off of and fixing everything. And now we realize that we're close enough that I can just run it from over here. So there's going to be some serious multitasking going on today as I'm running the tee box, putting in scores, talking to you, and playing the music.
So you didn't realize when we gave you your own tent that you'd be
I couldn't just stand out in the sun and get smoked for 5 days. And, I got to do more stuff.
You could have less stuff to do, but
at least you gave me a cushion today.
You got a cushion. You got a nice chair and a cushion. You got your own tent. You know, what more do you want? You
Weight service.
7 years on the job.
Wait, I mean, Jesus, it's about time.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some weight service. You know, I could get lunch and drinks brought to me.
Anthony didn't bring your lunch and drinks?
He did bring me breakfast this morning.
That's right, he did. Folks, we're presented to you today by Experience Columbia, South Carolina. Really big thanks to them for bringing us here. Many thanks to the folks at Dallas Popcorn, True Pop, for bringing us the popcorn. Shark Attack Golf, Yingling Beer, Groove Shoe Inserts, and Tech. all part of the Long Drive family here. Catalyst is here on site today. Sycamore Biopharma is here. And they brought CBD samples.
From that set. Scott Kennedy, 288.6. Michael O'Reilly, OB. Glenn Spry, 330.8. And Kenji Nishida, 330.5. All right, on the box. Box 1, Lynn Ray. Ulysses White, box 2. Jeffrey Nichols, box 3. And Terry Kirkland, box 4.
Amateurs in the morning, pros in the afternoon. 40, 45, and 50 today, all day.
Jeff Nichols to the tee. Jeff Nichols to the tee. KP, looking for Nichols. He's here, I saw him this morning. Jeff Nichols to the tee. All right. Gentlemen, you have 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls. I'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, record is yours.
It's a great shot looking down that grid from up in the stands. The grid 60 yards wide, 460 yards long here at Partee. Pretty flat, really hard. Unless you have the unfortunate occasion to hit an anthill out there, it's going to bounce and run. Lynn Ray, Captain Crush over there on tee box number 1. Has been doing this since dirt was invented. Runs our Southern California series out there. Most of those events at Morongo Golf Club at Tuquet Canyon. And guys, we'll break today's broadcast up into 4 sections. There was 4 parts yesterday to yesterday's broadcast. Those are being encoded and uploaded to the Wingding platform now. For any of you who missed the action yesterday, you'll be able to go there and watch. We'll do the same thing tonight or tomorrow morning for today's. If you miss them live, if you know folks that wanted to see them and missed them live, they'll be up for on demand. They'll be on the Wingding app under the Long Drive TV channel. It's labeled 2023 Ultimate Long Drive World Championship Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll label them by day, October 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Today's 40, 45, and 50. Amateur in the morning, pro in the afternoon. Tomorrow, 35 and open.
Group, Lynn Ray, 289. Ulysses White, 325.4. And Terry Kirkland, 279.9. So we're going to go back. This is going to start seating round number 2. We're going to go back to the 40 and over. So I need the first group back up here. Derek Knuckles, box 2. KP, box 3. Oh, wait, Derek Knuckles, box 3. KP, box 4. James Anderson, box 1.
Second seeding round for the 40-plus division starting right now.
On deck, Mark Lawrence, Robert Saucier.
5 hitters in that division.
I was referring more to the tee box, but yes, that's an issue as well.
We added the 40-plus division last year in the competition. Had so many people asking for it. Thought it would mushroom into a large division. Didn't do it this year. So some of the things we'll take a look at between season, look at participation through the year, make adjustments accordingly. Don't be surprised to see that division merged back in with the 35 plus. We want to grow them all, but it doesn't make sense sometimes. You don't have enough participation to justify a division. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit. Still left to right, turning just a little bit into the face now. Same as yesterday.
All right, gentlemen. We're going to get started here, Jeff. We're going to start this second round.
Let's do it.
Grid workers are in place and ready to go, gentlemen. 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls. We'll give you a 1-minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, that grid is yours.
Go ahead.
Come on!
So we'll get a little noise in this group with Knuckles and KP right next to us.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. God bless.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
KP's cramping up. He dealt with that yesterday.
Yep. He wasn't swinging golf clubs yesterday, though. Doesn't look fun.
And it's not. And I'll tell you what, those ham cramps are the worst. Talk to it, Derek.
He seems to be doing okay.
are away. Let's make some noise for these guys hitting in the first group in the men's 40 and over. Let me get Mark Lawrence and Robert Saucier to the tee. Mark, come to box 3. Sauce, come to box 4.
Jay, are you still on the Verizon hotspot? It looks strong on here. I got 50.
By the way, we're not far from the airport. Those planes some of them are coming pretty low over top of us here. That was pretty loud.
Yeah. Get the occasion to see some fighter jets here from time to time.
Yep.
Mark Lawrence on box 3, the Sauce on box 4. Robert Saucier, we call him the Sauce. You can call him whatever you want.
He'll answer to most things.
Carter, Critter, and Eric calling balls. That's smoother, Jay. Which one is that? Which one? AT&T.
All the balls are away. Make some noise for Champion Sauce there.
We need to adjust the iris on that camera.
All right, while we're waiting on those yardages, let's get our first group of 45 and over back to the tee. Ernie Gaiman, box 2. Jorge Aguado, box 3. Francis Michelle, box 4. Yardages from that set. Mark Lawrence, 318.3. And for my little brother, Robert Saucier, 343.6.
Wow, told you had that ball. Man.
All right, looks like the grid workers are in place. Gentlemen, 2 minutes, 6 or 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
update on this group. This is first.
Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, this is the first of. I just love watching Jorge hit.
I do too, man. I get fixated on him when he's up there. It's
I
just,
know.
and you watch him, and when he times that just right, man, and connects.
Oh yeah, it's impressive.
It looks a little awkward at first, but it's really impressive.
Looks like Ernie's got one ball left.
Big Ernie. Boom, boom.
You know, he's been so close over the years at
I
national
know.
championships and world championships.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
finished second like 3 times.
I know. Even the
I'd like
first,
to see him get a win.
the first year, that in 2017, he was a guy I picked to win that. He was so good then. Just missed it.
Just did, yep.
He keeps coming back, though, every year.
All right, while we're waiting on numbers, let's get the next group up. Kevin Heinrichs on box 2, Roy Studley on box 3, Lee Hodges box 4, Jason Bullard box 1.
I triple checked that one. 344.6.
Got some scores coming at you here in just a second. Some good numbers this morning with this lazy wind.
Yardages from that set. Ernie Geeman, 338.1. Jorge Aguado, 344.6. Francis Michelle, 357.5.
Wow. Big ball. Biggest ball of the event so far.
Biggest ball so far, that's right.
Yeah.
Roy Studley just asked to make sure he's proper age. Do we need to do a birth certificate check? Wow. Wow.
Big ball.
All right, grid workers are in place, gentlemen. 2 minutes, stitch your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
Jeff, watch Roy in his swing. He's tall. He's got a big long takeaway. He really opens up, leans back, gets that club head through.
Yeah, and he's got a good up move at the end.
Yeah, he's like really back up hitting.
And Roy hasn't competed this year very much at all, just barely enough to get into the event. So he's only played golf like 8 times. Got kids in sports.
Yeah, hey, it happens. It happens.
He's busy with other things.
Absolutely.
But here he is. He's not. He says, "I'm not ready, but here I am."
Good for him.
Yeah.
All right, make some noise for these guys sitting in this set here in our 45 and over division amateur. All right, while we're waiting on numbers, let's get the last group of the 45s up here. Michael Barley, box 2. Ryan Grant, box 3. Kazunori, box 4. KP, box 1.
Excuse me. All the hitters today have the use of full swing launch monitors for their ball data. We made the move this year to full swing launch monitors for all of our tech events.
Yardages from that group. Kevin, 292.2. Roy, 336.3. Lee, 335.4. And Jason, 284.9. All right, gentlemen, looks like the grid workers are in place and ready to go. 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls, 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, that grid is yours.
Man, I'll tell you what, watching Sasquatch swing, that's just...
That's something, isn't it?
That guy's a freak of nature, man. What a big dude. What a great smooth swing for
Yeah, no kidding.
a guy that's built like a tree.
Really the trunk of the tree.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
like a big sequoia.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, one of those giant oak trees, dude. I'm telling you. KP, a lot of noise coming from KP on the other end down there. Is that cramps or is he just hitting the ball good?
It might be a little bit of both, I think.
All the balls are away. Let's make some noise for these guys. Rounding out the men's 45. Seating round number 2.
Again, we're doing 40, 45, 50 sequential rounds this morning for the amateurs.
So let's get the first group of the 50s back up here. Ernie, box 2. Mark, box 3. Serge, box 4.
Each group's going to hit 3 seating rounds. Then
On deck, Scott Kennedy, Michael O'Reilly, Glenn Spry, and Kenji Nishida.
in the finals. Wow. Wow. I just heard Squatch's number come in. 362 something. Getting some good yardages.
Yardages from that set. Michael Barley, 362.1. Ryan Grant, 282. Kazanori, 336.8. This is a typo. KP, 364.6.
Wow. Wow. Ask him what his ball speed was on that. He finally connected one.
Guessing he's over his cramps.
Hey, tell him that's just good coaching.
All right, box is cleared, or grid's cleared, gentlemen. You got 2 minutes, 6 or 6 balls. You get 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
So, Jeff, this is the start of the men's 50.
Okay.
Second round of seeding.
I got to go find out what KP's numbers were, man. That's just.
Well, we're just going to give all the credit to the coaching.
Yeah. We should, because the coach matters, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he tries to take all the credit for, coaching when he's coaching.
That's right, he does.
So
yeah.
I feel like his coach should get credit for
You put a
coaching.
total of 4 miles an hour on that dude. 2 night before last.
That's right.
And we've decided that if KP ends up winning the belt, since he's been the guy awarding them most of the time, we're just not going to.
I mean, he usually passes out the belt. So if he wins the belt, we're going to make him give it to himself.
Yeah, we're just going to make him give it to himself.
He can interview himself, too.
Oh, Lawrence got one.
OG champ caught one.
That's OG. That's. He was just cheering because he got one in play.
All the balls are away. Make some noise for these guys starting off the 50 and over men's amateur division. While we're waiting on the numbers. Next group, Scott Kennedy, box 2, Michael O'Reilly, box 3, Glenn Spry, box 4, Kenji, box 1.
Again, Kenji Nishida over there on box 1.
Kenji beat me to the announcement. Like, he was already over there before I told him what box.
Yeah, he was on the first round, too.
Yeah, that's twice now. He's already been.
Yeah, he knows what's going on,
He's
man.
a smart guy.
And he speaks almost no English.
Yeah, we can't talk to him about how smart he is because he doesn't understand us. We don't understand him.
He and Ken Takahashi are partners in Long Drivers of Japan, LDJ.
Yeah.
Bringing all these fine hitters over here to us. We really appreciate that. What was the number?
364.
I know that. What was the What were the swing and ball speed numbers?
192, 133.
Yardages from that set. Ernie, 331.7. Mark, 328. Serge, 317.6.
I hit 35 on one of them.
I was going to say that's
Scott on 2, Michael on 3, Glenn on 4, and Kendry on 1. I know O'Reilly always says he could share a tee box with somebody because he's opposite hand, but I think that'd be a little tight quarters.
KP joining me here after that smash to hear a little bit about it. 166. I mean, what, 366? Was that it?
Yeah, it was somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's a good run.
It was long.
It was long, man.
I'm still a little pumped up.
Give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, that grid is yours.
I watched you in the earlier round there. You just weren't syncing up, and I saw you get the cramp, hamstring cramp. And when I heard the bellow from the other end over there, I didn't know if it was a cramp or a good ball.
No, Ulysses was yelling at me.
Yeah.
And he's like, just swing your swing, right? Just go with it, and it was the last set. So just do it. Because I was right there. I was, number 2 for a while, and then all of a sudden these guys started cranking balls. And I'm going, okay, if you want to try and make this, top 8 there, you're going to have to smoke one. So.
By the way, it's not last set. You have one more seeding round to go.
Yeah, I might not hit that. I might just take off the rest of the time. I'm just going to walk off on that. So I told them, I was like, I don't even care if I win, at this
You probably
point.
should. You're not going to hit it any further than that.
Whew, that was good.
Well, yeah, he's got a little more left in there. That was 133 mile an hour swing speed and a 1.44 smash.
Yeah. So the last ball 6, I went 135, so we beat my PR again. And I just got that low.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was a groove up, man, that one would have been the ball.
Excellent.
So, but yeah, it's interesting because the long ball it went down the center and was drifting right. And I kept looking back at Farr's like, tell me it stayed in because I know I caught that one really well. But she said it was that close to the line.
Yeah, that's got to be. That's just, everything's perfect there too. The wind was down.
Yeah.
And
well, as soon as I heard that one of the Canadians went 357 or whatever, it's like, the wind shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Look where it's at right now.
Yeah.
It's turning.
Yeah, it's that variable wind they were calling for today.
Yeah.
And it's going to start shifting to go down tomorrow and Saturday.
You're going to see that, but it's further down right now than it's been since we got here.
Yeah.
Make some noise for these 4 gentlemen. Second seating round in the 55 and over amateur division.
Not 55.
Or excuse me,
50.
50 and over.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bow out of my 40 set.
All right, last of the 50s. Glenn Ray, box 2. Ulysses White, box 3. Terry, box 1.
Yeah, so the knee actually gave out on that swing when I was here. So the knee buckled as I was coming through, and then that's what caused the cramp. The cramp went right back away, but and now it's just been trying to trust the knee again. That's been the whole issue all season, is whether or not that meniscus is going to slide, get in between the bones, and just drop me on the tee box or not.
You get all that fixed next week?
Yep. Yeah, I got surgery scheduled on the 11th. So
what's the rehab period on that for you?
I mean, that one won't be too bad. I'll be, off of it for a couple weeks. They're just going to go in, trim the meniscus out, clean up all the bad stuff in there, and then we'll slap me back in the brace. So I'll be in the brace all next season, I imagine, as well. They want to do an osteotomy where they go in and break my leg and cut a wedge out and screw it all back together, and I'm just trying to push that surgery off as long as possible. But that's a lot of years of doing long drive, you know. For anybody listening at home, I mean, I started back in '99 in the LDA Remax days and the Pinnacle Long Drive Tour, and, you know, grew up watching Critter and Lynn Ray and all those guys, and Doug Miller and everybody that hit yesterday.
OB, Michael O'Reilly, 305. Glenn Spry, 336.5. And Kenji Nishida, 347.4.
There you go, Kenji. Good job, buddy.
Kenji's cruising.
I'm telling you, man. I'm just so impressed with those guys.
Hey, by the way,
work
I don't
so
think
hard.
like Lynn and Critter would appreciate you saying when you were growing up, you watched them hit. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, you know, they're a little older.
All right, gentlemen. 2 minutes hit your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second one. As of now, that grid is yours.
Yeah, I didn't quite mean it as like, you know, as I was a little kid watching them hit or anything like that.
So
But
you just have to change it to say as I was coming up.
yes, all right. As I was coming up into long drive, I looked up to those guys. That
Yeah,
were a
yeah,
couple
that's
years
not what
older
you
than
said.
me.
That is not what you said. And that's not the way I'm going to tell that story to them when I
Yeah.
tell them what you
Yeah.
said.
Let's see if Ulysses here can square one up, time it just right.
But no, I mean,
Like I said, timing-wise, it doesn't matter. It keeps it clean. There's 4 guys on the box. Just good with that.
Coming up on a stream cut here, not too far down the road, so where we'll stop the broadcast and then restart another broadcast for the finals. The plan today is to have 4 different broadcasts, breaking the morning section into 2 and the afternoon section into 2. We have a 12:30 lunch break planned. We hit it pretty close yesterday.
just save it. Chances are I'll make the 8 and the 45. That ball. Yeah, I know. I might not hit until we get to the 8. Yeah, I'm back.
There you are.
So I'm going through some strategy. We'll talk strategy in long drive here. You know, I was hitting in 2 sets, 40-45.
All right, all the balls are away. Make some noise for these guys wrapping up the 50 and over.
So yeah, hitting in those 2 divisions. Didn't swing well in the 40 at all. Started getting looser into the 45s. I mean, I feel like I probably have a chance to move up there if I hit next, but I think I'm just going to bow out of that one and try and save my knee at this point, sitting as the 1 seed in the 45.
So, starting the 3rd round of seeding in the 40. Derek Knuckles, box 4. James Anderson, box 2.
So chances are I make top 8
Yep.
in the 45. So I might just save myself.
Well, see, when the wind was down a second ago, it's back to across.
Yeah.
So that's going to be inconsistent.
Yeah.
Who knows? If when that 45 group comes up and it's downwind, you may.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know.
I think the 3.
But I just.
I think that number will stand though.
Yeah.
Ray, 318.2. Ulysses White, 321.7. Terry Kirkland, 317.4.
So yeah, that's the decision here. Is like I'm not hitting right now. I should be on the box in the 40. I'm gonna let those guys go, and just I'm out of the 40. Sitting there in the 45, I still have 1 more seeding round set to go. So I'll probably get up and hit that one, just to stay loose, and then prep for the top 8. All yours. It just gave out.
All right, gentlemen. 2 minutes, hit your 6 balls. Will give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. Tegan, help me out. As of now.
There we go.
Keegan wanted so bad to say that when he goes, "Can I say that when my daddy comes up?" I'm like, "Yes, buddy, you can. Absolutely."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's cool, KP, Brian, both of you, when we get to the World Championship, to sit here and see the results of the year come together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we talked about this a little bit earlier that, you know, this is our 7th season, 7th World Championship, and we tweak things in between years, to try to make everything better. And
Yep.
I think it's dialed in pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, this worked out to be a really good season, good solid season. Brought a lot of really good hitters to the World Championship.
Yeah.
From all over, you know.
Yeah. No, and they're all excited to be here. I mean, you know, over there through the crowd of people and everything like that. I mean, they're all coming up and just, you know, so appreciative of everything that we've done and,
Yep.
you know, just excited to be here.
It's a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling to be in this environment.
Yeah.
And around people that are grateful and they've worked hard, and they get to come up here and enjoy this as the fruits of their labor.
Yep.
You know.
By the way, while you guys were patting ourselves on the back, these guys are out here crushing and screaming at the balls.
I know,
Yeah.
man. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I mean,
Screaming at it. Both of them talking to it.
Yeah.
Hope the artists reflect.
yeah. But Derek's a lot like me. He likes to yell at everything too.
Yeah, he does.
I don't
Derek.
think no matter what.
We were talking about that earlier. He's really animated. Love it. You know, he gets into it. Loves the game.
Yeah.
Competes a lot.
Yeah, we get to watch his son tomorrow.
Yep.
Or
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
Getting ahead of myself there.
Make some noise.
Don't
These 2 guys were making because they were getting after it.
don't get to see James Anderson that much, but man, he's impressive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Yeah, he is so impressive.
All right. While we're waiting on numbers, Mark and Sauce.
So I was telling folks
Mark, go to box 1. Sauce, go to box 2.
earlier here that you and I went into a bar and told them what we do, and they said, "Oh, you know Sauce?"
You know Sauce?
Right?
And this isn't even where he lives.
Yeah.
I mean, that just hit. That's James Anderson and Derek Knuckles. That must have been a good number. I didn't hear it. Yeah, he's still young.
50s, 350 something.
350 something
Yeah.
for Derek? Wow.
Derek Knuckles, yardages from that set. Derek Knuckles, 350.9.
Way to go, Derek.
James Anderson, 356.4.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
There we
good
go.
Set.
Good set there.
Great set. And, hey, that's not downwind yet.
Yeah, no, that was
I mean,
just.
not down grid. That wind's still coming across
Yeah.
slightly in your face.
But really interesting too, though. Check the flags out there on the range.
It's
Some
totally
of those
different.
are going down off the left, and our flags up high are coming dead left to right.
That's amazing. It's really swirling around this Partee Golf Center here. This
So
morning.
the high ball right now is killer. You
Yeah.
launch one high and it just keeps going. I mean, that ball, Squatch hit his ball 6 when I was standing there watching. As soon as it left the club, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. No, you know, I hadn't even noticed that, but those small flags over there on the range are all downrange.
Yep.
Currently, the bubble is Derek's ball. He just hit
And-
350.9.
And you can kind of see
Yeah.
this side that's looking like that too. And now it's starting to swirl around this way. Interesting.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, that's, like I said, that's what they were calling for today, just variable.
2 minutes, 6 or 6 balls. 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning.
I can't.
As of now, that grid is yours.
By the way, our Latin American tournament commissioner is in the house now as well.
Yeah, Luis Carano.
Luis Carona.
Yep.
I mean, it's a short drive for him to get here
Yeah.
from where he lives,
Which is not in Latin America.
which is not a Latin American country.
For
Let's be
everybody
clear.
listening at home.
I was waiting. I was waiting. He lives here in South Carolina.
Yes.
He's from Uruguay.
Yeah.
And he is also president of the Long Drive Federation.
Yes.
So good to see Sauce back out here.
Yeah, it is.
So,
And he likes to drink tequila.
Yeah, he's got surgery scheduled next week as well.
Sauce?
Yep.
Well, Sauce, but I was speaking about Corona.
I'm sorry, we talked about two different people. It sounded like
Well, Sauce also likes to drink tequila, which
Oh,
is
so
why
both of
the
them
people
do.
you walk into the bar know his name.
I got it. I got it.
You guys stop making fun of my little brother.
Back to Luis Carona, you know, one of those guys who really appreciate the work he puts into the sport. He got involved in long drive, loves it, rolled up his sleeves and says, hey, guys, what can I do to help bring this, you know, the international family into this? Done a great job. There's 12 countries involved in the Long Drive Federation now, you know, and it's growing. So, and you know, we get input from a lot of people about that on what we want to do there. But really the goal of the Federation is to start bringing uniformity to the sport from country to country to country. You know, we all do this a little differently in our respective countries, and we're not here to say that the USA is right and everybody else needs to change to ours. We want input from everyone. We want to come up with a system that over the years, we're not expecting this to happen next year, even the next, but over the years, that we all are competing on with all similar rules, similar guidelines, so that when you come to a world event, everybody got there by way of the same structure.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's important too, just for, you know, just that consistency in it. You know, just when they show up here, they go, okay, you know, this is a very similar format type stuff and everything that we've been doing, and, you know, it just makes everything run smoother that way.
And
while we're waiting on yardages in the 45 and over, Ernie, box 3, Jorge, box 4, Francis, box 1.
we're at about 47 degrees.
Yeah, that's when the cold front comes in, and the wind is supposed to be 17 miles an hour straight down the grid.
Man, I can't wait for that.
So,
That's
which is going to be super fun. I mean, the kids are going to get to experience a downwind. They'll probably hit the best balls they've ever hit.
Yep.
You know, which is always fun to watch. And then, you know, we'll be in the Open and 35 finals. We'll be kicking off our Valor program, which is our military first responders. Big thanks to all of them that compete.
Yep.
And for anybody that didn't know, that's, you know, if you're military first responder, come on out.
Come on out and join that. Yep.
Come on out, cheer these guys on, watch them, and talk to us, and we'll tell you how to get started and get competing here.
Yardages from that set. Mark Barnes, 328.3, and Sauce, OB.
Sauce went from a 340 ball to OB.
Yeah.
So moving on to the finals in the men's 40 and over at 356.4, James Anderson, and at 350.9, Derek Knuckles.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
That's a good final.
Before we get started, gentlemen, just so you know, we're taking the top 8, and that is currently.
all right. Well, I'm going to go back and prep.
All right, get ready,
Get
man.
a little bit loose, and
That is currently Mr. Lee Hodges at 335.4.
I told Brian after you hit that ball, man, you just can't say enough about good coaching.
I thank you.
Back on the Long Drive Federation, I want to finish up that discussion because it's kind of new for the sport to attempt this. 12 countries involved, and Luis Carona at the head of it. And again, it's just a way to get all the countries to put their input into a system that can eventually unify the way we handle the sport. around the globe, and to help us grow the sport and to figure out divisions. One of the things is to unify the divisions. We have a lot of divisions here in the USA and ULD. We want to get everybody involved. One thing we added this year was a 15 and under division, because that's something that was important for some of the Latin American players, so we added that. But that's what we're doing. We're taking input, getting advice, and finding the best of the best, and that's what we'll go forward with.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and, it all starts on the amateur side.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything does.
Give people the ability to get involved and not feel intimidated because they got such a wide age range of people you have to compete against. So, I've seen, more hitters in the older ages now that we've given them divisions to choose from.
Well, golf is one of those sports you can play for your entire life.
Correct.
But you can't always be competitive with a driver in 3 age ranges, It's
No,
just
but
not
you
possible.
can be in yours.
You can be in yours.
You
and that's
can
the
be in
key.
yours.
Yeah. And that's, I feel like that's the way we continue to grow the sport, from the bottom up and get everybody involved. And we have 75-year-old women, 2 75-year-old women competing Sunday.
And we'd have 3 if we had one that didn't break her hand 6 weeks ago.
How about that?
That's amazing.
75-plus women hitting long drive. There are some people out there who will say that's not long drive, but yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right, all the balls are away. Make some noise with these guys. Starting off the 45 and over third seeding round. Next on the tee while we're waiting for yardage is looking at the next group up here. Kevin, come to box 3. Roy, box 4. Lee, box 1. Jason, box 2.
So, Brian, when we finish the last round, the third round of seeding in all 3, we'll break the stream.
Take a short break to break the stream. Plus, I'll need to organize the finals of the divisions anyway. So
we'll open that up with you.
Sounds good.
Letting us know what's
Absolutely.
happening. So, folks, just know we're nearing the end of this 3 rounds of seeding, and to determine who goes to the finals in each of the 40, 45, and 50 for the amateurs. We'll take a quick break and come right back with that competition in the next stream. Still in the seeding rounds right now. Seeing some really good balls hit here this morning with this wind switching back and forth. Not really strong either way, but
Yardages from that set. For Ernie, 327. For Jorge, 353.8. And for Francis, 352.7.
good numbers. This is going to be a tough final. Hey, Roy, look at the wind out there. Look at those flags. Look at those flags. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, good workers are in place and ready to go. You do have 2 minutes to hit your 6 balls, 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that grid is yours.
A little discussion here on the tee about how the wind is shifting around here.
it is. It's not blowing hard, but it is changing direction, like
It's swirling,
little by
yeah.
little, swirling a little bit right now.
It'll be cross and then straight in your face and then downwind all in.
And then just left across. The prevailing here, Jeff, as we've said, is left to right.
It has been, yeah.
I mean, it's typically here since 1863, I think. The
I think that's
prevailing
when
wind
they
has
built
been
this, yeah.
left to right. And for those of you that are curious, since we talked about it so much yesterday, Papa Porter's back in the house.
Papa Porter's
He
back
just
from
walked in
from his
past the bleachers from his run to see Little Feet last night.
So for you folks that are just tuning in, let me tell you about what Papa Porter did. That's Kevin Porter's father, Papa Porter. Drove down, went to concert night, Little Feet concert in D.C. night before last. Drove down and hit yesterday morning, and ended up 4th in his division. Got on a plane, flew back to D.C., left his truck here, went back to the Little Feet concert again, and then flew back, and he's back here today to work for us on the grid. That's dedication, man.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And apparently Papa Porter likes little feet.
I've seen him in like 7 different Little Feet T-shirts, so I think he likes.
I think he's a big.
I think he's a big Little Feet fan.
Yeah.
Do they call their followers like
big Little Feet
footsies?
Footsies.
Like, you know, like there's the Deadheads.
Yeah.
Right, for the Grateful Dead. Right.
And like your crowd, Swifties.
Yeah, not the Swifties.
Come on.
So
man.
are they
you
the
telling me you're not a Taylor Swift fan?
Are they
Come
the
on.
footsies?
Huh?
I think they're the footsies.
The footsies.
I'm not acknowledging your Swiftie comment.
All right, all the bulls are away. Let's make some noise for these guys here. The second group in the men's 45 and over amateur. So let's bring the last group up here while we're getting the yardages. Michael Barley, box 3. Ryan Grant, box 4. Kazunori, box 1. KP is hitting, box 2.
He decided not to sit this one out.
Yes.
Currently the number 1 seed still, right? KP.
KP is the number 1 seed by 2.5 yards over Sasquatch.
Hey, Mike, how was the concert? He's back.
Little tired, but I'm okay.
Yardages from that set. Kevin, 302. Roy, 351.9. Lee, 338.2. Jason, OB. The bubble has moved to 336.8, and that is Kazunori. All right, gentlemen. 2 minutes hit your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second one. As of now, gentlemen, that is yours.
Getting started here again. Partee Golf Center. Got a beautiful driving range here, and this one of the few purpose-built long drive grids on the planet. Beautiful job Tom Mason and crew do to get this ready. Full-fledged driving range here. Some par 3 pitch and putt opportunities. Mini golf. KP's yelling again.
Hey, hold on, Jeff. Hold on. I can ask Pops right here. He just came into the tent. So how was the concert last night?
Fantastic. I wouldn't have missed it.
See,
Obviously, yeah.
obviously you wouldn't have missed it. You hopped on a plane to go and come back just for tonight.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Great. So what do they call Little Feet fans? You guys they call you like footsies? Or
That's a good one.
a good one? Okay, cool.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Mike Porter, Papa Porter, Porter Sr., all those names. Really appreciate him, man, his dedication to helping us run this thing.
KP's out there yelling.
Son.
He's out there yelling. Don't hurt yourself out there.
Made a few changes in KP's swing here night before last, knowing he'd be a little bit sporadic with it when he started, but found some new juice for him.
He's got it dialed in now.
I don't think I've ever seen him that dialed in.
No.
All this just to get in the finals?
This is just to make the top 8. This isn't even like to get to the final 2. He's this excited to get to the top 8.
Holy smokes, man.
All right, I think KP's excited. Let's make some noise for everybody.
Well, we're going to find out in a few minutes why he was so excited. Is that another 360 number? Wow.
While we're waiting on those numbers, let's get through to the 50s. Ernie, box 3. Park, box 4. Surge, box 1. All right, yardages from that set. Michael Barley, 345.3. Ryan Grant, OB. Kazunori, 363.2.
Wow.
KP, 357. Seemed like we're already yelling for nothing.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
I mean, he was hooting and hollering like he hit it through the back of the grid. And he hit it shorter than his last time.
Yeah, I thought I'd see a 370 number there.
It was shorter than his last ball.
I think he's looking at his ball speed and swing speed numbers over there coming up.
I still think it has something to do with the cramps.
He's working out that new move. So he's got more in the tank, I promise you.
All right, gentlemen, so before we move into the 50, the 8 moving on to the final 8 in the 45, Kevin Porter, Kazunori Iota, Michael Byerly, Francis Michael, Jorge Eduardo, Roy Studley, Lee Hodges, and Ernie Neiman.
Ernie, all right.
Gentlemen, 2 minutes since your 6 balls. We'll give you 1 minute warning. And
So I have 2 people I'm coaching in the final 8.
Every ball was over 190 ball speed.
Was it really?
Hit 135 again.
Oh, good
I
job.
was cruising.
Good job.
Dude, I was
That's what I told him. I said,
center punching every. That ball went out at 370.
wow, cool. Good deal, buddy. Good deal. The process in the ULD Academy all comes from the Mach 3 protocol. And we're just consistently looking for speed dumps in the swing and kind of start out with a new hitter trying to figure out what's the the biggest dump that affects the others, work on that, and then just take little steps and remove. I used to race cars. We were always looking for tenths of a second. On a short track, 3/8 mile track, a tenth of a second can put you a lap down in no time. Long drive's just like that. We're looking for a half mile an hour, mile per hour, and the difference that makes. Swing speed and how it converts to ball speed. And KP had a little speed dump. Comes from his normal golf swing. Made a change night before last, took it out. And he picked up. New personal best. Ernie Geeman on the tee came in. We started working with him and picked him up about 11 miles per hour. And he still has more to go. Good to see Ernie up here competing, man. That's great.
All right, make some noise for these two guys. Three guys, sorry. I was reading something on the screen.
Try not to read, Brian. Sometimes it's best just to avoid the challenge.
I try to challenge myself every day. Some days I don't do well. Some days I lose.
Some days it's chicken, some days it's feathers, right? Hey, Anthony. We take that away. Thanks.
Yardage is from that set. Even 348. Mark Lawrence 325. And Serge Guy at 309.3. So let's go Scott Kennedy on box 3. Michael O'Reilly box 4. Glenn Spry box 1. And Kenji Yoshida box 2.
And I'll tell you what, Brian, this set right here, if that wind stays the way it is, you might see some big numbers here. We're going to talk about the wind all day today and tomorrow, especially because it's been changing. It's in the forecast to change down grid. Gets exciting when that happens. The stylish Scott Kennedy. Got Michael O'Reilly up calling balls. Along with Critter, Carter, and Mama Farr. No, O'Reilly's hitting. I thought he was calling balls. He was all the way back in the spotter seat.
All right, gentlemen, 2 minutes hit your 6 balls. Give you 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, that is yo!
O'Reilly's fan clapping again. You see tech on the screen there. All of our scoring is brought to you by the way of tech rangefinders. Crystal clear optics, image stabilization. That's an amazing piece of equipment. Brand new for our competition, starting with this World Championship. They are now the official rangefinder of Ultimate Long Drive. Guys, the beauty of Partee Range, if you're traveling Interstate 26 or 77, it's a mile off. You can stop on your way to and from vacation or playing around and stop in here and get an emergency fix at the range. Open daily. Lights here for nighttime hitting. Open till about 8 p.m. Beautiful facility. Such conversations on the tee box, husband and wife. And again, there's Michael O'Reilly's fan.
Make some noise for these guys here. All right, while we're waiting on numbers, let's bring the last of the men's 50 to the tee. Lynn Ray, box 3. This is White. No, Lynn Ray, box 4. Lynn Ray, box 3. Ulysses White, box 4. Terry Kirkland, box 2.
The 2023 Ultimate Long Drive, 2023 Ultimate Long Drive World Championship, presented by Experience Columbia, South Carolina. Special thanks to Groove, Catalyst, Accurate Accounting, Tech, True Pop Popcorn, and Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
Yardages from that set. Scott Kennedy, 305.9. Michael O'Reilly, 304.5. Glenn Spry, 340. And Kenji O.B. All right, gentlemen. 2 minutes hit your 6 balls, and your 1 minute warning and a 30-second warning. As of now, gentlemen, that is yours.
Yep. This is the do those 3 finals take us to the lunch break, Brian?
Yes. So once we get, this is the last group in the seating, and then we will go through all 3 divisions again, but we'll start with the 40s and do their finals, then the 45, 8 down through all the way to the finals, and then the 50s, 8 all the way down to the finals. And then we'll have our lunch break, and then we'll start the pros in the afternoon.
Yeah, that won't be that short, so it's going to take us right up. Yeah. That's good.
balls are away. Make some noise for these three guys. Trying to get to the final 8 in the men's 50 and over amateur division. After we get these yardages, we'll take a short 5-minute break to get the finals all set up and lined up and ready to go. Also for our television stream. And then we'll get right after, starting with the 40s.
Brian, will you be able to give us the finals before we go out? The lineup. Okay.
Yardages from that set. Lynn Ray, 288.3. Ulysses White, 307.6. And Terry Kirkland, 282.3.
Can they come in and get water?
After the finals, we'll have looked. Commentary from inside the grid from the Critter Man asking about lunch. Yes, we're going to serve lunch. So here's what's happening. Brian's figuring out the finals here for this 50 plus. We'll let you know who's in that. We're going to fade out for a short break the stream, and then come back with those finals for the 40, 45, and 50. Then we'll break for lunch, and then we'll do the pro rounds for 40, 45, and 50 in the afternoon. We'll do the seeding rounds. That one's a little different format. They do 3 seeding rounds and then a double elimination finals. But before we do that, we got to get the finals for the amateurs, 40, 45, and 50, which will be coming up right after the next break.
All right, the 8 moving on in the 50s. Ernie Beeman, Kenji Nishida, Glenn Spry, Mark Lawrence, Ulysses White, Lynn Ray, Serge Kaya, and Terry Kirkland.
Brian, give us that in the broadcast as well.
All right, Jeff, so to bring you up to speed, let's go through all the finals before we take our quick break. So when we first come back, we'll be in the 40s, and it's just 2 guys. It's James Anderson and Derek Knuckles going head-to-head for the title there. In the men's 45, there's 8, and that is KP, Ernie Geeman, Jorge Aguado, Francis Michelle, Kazunori Iota, Lee Hodges, Michael Byerly, and Roy Studley. And then in the 50 AM division, it is Ernie Geeman, Kenji Nishida, Glenn Spry, Mark Lawrence, Ulysses White, Lynn Ray, Serge Kaya, and Terry Kirkland.
There you go. Got 3 big finals coming up. We're going to take a short break here and restart the stream for those finals, and we'll be back right out after that. Jay, take us out, buddy.
Yangling.